finally live. Thank God. Okay, what's up, everyone?
Yeah,
It's Harry
man.
from TV. About another video. I'm with TJ. TJ,
Well, go
straight to
on,
the
people. I'm back doing content like usual. Um, Sorry we're late. It's my fault, man. Man was bare busy. It's like the whole world stopped for a whole hour, man. Bare traffic everywhere.
the
I
rain.
think it's when
The
it's
rain.
raining. Yeah, man.
It's the rain, man. The rain.
Long day, man. It
I was
was
late as
long to get
well.
home.
When I came back on the train, man. It was like anyway, I had delays, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was madness, man.
Yeah.
Madness.
Unfortunately, I
Yeah.
don't know anything about it.
I feel like,
Um,
you know what? I feel like I've been streaming with you every single day now, I'll be so honest with you.
was it
Only
yesterday?
yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah.
yesterday we done a stream. And now
Yeah.
today we're back at
Yeah.
it.
And then I'll see you on Saturday. So.
Oh,
As well.
100%.
Yeah.
100%, my bro.
Yeah. But
Cool.
yeah, there is a way I can get down. I'm just gonna get like the 1-2-1 to Wood Green and get the W3. It's probably easier. But I think it'd be
Okay.
the best way to. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
Probably the best way for me to go, to be honest, where I am.
Yeah. So what time are you trying to get down for?
Probably like midday or something ish, maybe.
12-ish?
12-ish, late, yeah. Because if I want to eat in the shed before, like I have to get there like 12-ish, really. Yeah.
Cool. So I'll look to meet you around 12 then.
Yeah, yeah. I'll message you. I'll update you anyway when I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I hear that, man. I hear that.
So I guess we haven't spoken properly about the Villa game. That's the first topic in it. Before we talk about the protest, West Ham, and like Gallagher. We have to talk about Gallagher. So, first of all, yeah, like, what do you think of the Villa game? Like the lineup he picked, and like, like obviously like how it went down, because the first half was really poor.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, like, what do you think?
So okay, so now this game is time ago, and I've done my my match review on. Yeah, after the game. Yeah, and that game was like two different games combined. The first half was awful, man. Like we just set up not to play. We were terrible all around the pitch. I'll be so honest with you. Villa were definitely the better team in the first half. And it was difficult to watch. We didn't create no chances. Like we struggled to even defend. It was a game. It was a one-sided game, and it was hard for me to watch Tottenham. In the first 20, I think it was like 22nd minute, we managed to go 1-0 down, and then the next goal ended up coming from just before half time. So it kind of like killed the spirit. But then again, in the second half, I have to say, I don't know what Frank told them. If it was Frank, if it was the players abandoning his tactics, I have no clue. Look, I'm just adding one and one together, because that second team wasn't the first team. That second team, the way they set out and the way they managed to get themselves back into the game, we have to give them credit. We were, in my opinion, and look, again, I'm not just saying it for the views and the clicks. I think Frank, if it was Frank's tactics, and I'm basing it on Frank's tactics, I think Frank done a really good job, in my opinion.
In the second half,
there was not
in the second half. Yeah.
In the second half, yeah. In the second half, I'm talking about the second half now. Yeah. I thought Frank done a really good job in terms of setting us up to get back into the game. It's like we abandoned our negative tactics and we decided to attack, and we really put pressure on Aston Villa. There was periods in the game where I felt like we could have got back into the game. There was an offside goal. Yeah. There's a few big moments that really I could actually say that we could have got something from that game, in my opinion. Yeah, obviously we're not on the same level as Aston Villa. I feel like they were the team that beat us, and we've been poor. We've been poor for many weeks, So ultimately, I felt like it was a fair result to lose 2-1, but to cut to make this short, because I've been rambling on for a while now. Honestly, I have to give credit where credit's due. The second half performance was a good performance, and anybody that says differently is either lying to themselves or they just have an agenda. Look, the reason why I'm a content creator, although I didn't want Frank, and I make this clear all the time I talk about him. I'm very fair. I choose to be fair. I don't have, like, even though I have a dislike to his tactics, I'm a fair. I can praise him where praise is due. And if we can carry on playing the way we played in that second half, and we start with that second half in that first half, you know what I'm talking about? Take that second half performance and start games in the second half like that, we would collect a few more points. We wouldn't be in such of a mess. But going to you. What was your opinion about the game? You were at the game, obviously. How was the atmosphere? What was the vibe in the first half? I want to hear it from you because you were there.
Well, obviously because it's a cup game, I think the fans were probably more up for it. But in terms of the game itself, like obviously, Frank had not many choices to pick for like the team, right? So Tel, Xavi and Odobert were the three behind the striker. Moani obviously started, which was quite surprising. But in the first half, what worried the most personally was the fact they played for us so easily. But in some ways I wasn't surprised because the midfield duo we had, like I don't really have much confidence, if any, in Gray. So for me, it's like he's clearly the weak link. And obviously we've got Gallagher now, we'll talk about it a bit later, but like that was clearly a massive issue. And it seemed to me it was like the same game as the league game, really, in terms of like how they scored their goal. They overloaded the sides, and then they just, we were way too open. Like even in I think it was the first goal, the second goal they scored. Like you look at the options they had, that he could have played it left or right, but chose to play on there. But it's kind of like the same probably had in the first game with the same in this one. And then I think what tactical tweaks he made in the second half was he moved Xavi wide, or at least not wide exactly, but like tucked in off the left. Not exactly like on the wing, but I don't know if you noticed. And he seemed to be using him as like someone to carry the ball from the wing into the middle sort of thing. That's what I noticed. Like more like a carrier rather than like a, I don't know, playmaker sort of thing. It looked to me like he was carrying the ball from wide into the middle. I don't know what the purpose of it was. And obviously Odobert got his goal from Moani's interception or turnover, what you will name it. But for me, what I liked about the second half mostly was really Paulinho. And it wasn't just because of the performance, but also after the game. Like, I like this sort of stuff. I don't know if you feel about it, but the fact he was like flipping arguing with the Villa players after the game. And I thought Paulinho was lucky to stay on, actually, with the amount of arguing he's doing the ref. Like, I thought he's already flipping cared. And to me, it's weird because he's a lone player. Like, you think, why is this guy beating
He shows more passion than most of the players that we have at Tottenham. It's true. You're right.
The guy's bloody on loan. Like Moani, I look at him. We cannot sign this guy. Like, initially, I was really excited that we got him because, I mean, he's played at PSG, right? They spent a lot of money on him. I think he spent like 100 million or something like that. I can't remember. But the more I see of him, the more I think either he's not that bothered because he don't really like Tottenham because of what I think, and he's just playing the games, but he seems like kind of half-heartedly playing. Like, I don't know. I just don't see the same sort of like desire with him compared to Paulinho.
You don't see the commitment. That's the best word to put it. Because I struggle to see the commitment. I feel like he doesn't even want to be here. His performances kind of show that he's not committed to the process, and
he's not committed.
And you can actually see when he's actually on the pitch, his energy levels are not there. That's why I had a discussion with another Tottenham fan, and you know what? The Tottenham fan said, "Yeah, I was deluded," and even when I actually say these things, I actually feel deluded sometimes, But I was actually saying to him, like, look, Kolo Muani doesn't really care about Tottenham. You know, his performances. He doesn't perform like he wants to be here. At least this is what I was saying, and you know, I'm comparing it to a bad bunch of players. I was saying at least Teletubby Tell is young, thriving. You need to start playing him more. I was even saying, using the argument of Richarlison, as much as useless as he is, sometimes I can see some sort of effort. You know, I'm not saying he's perfect. He's not he's. Let's be honest with you. In an ideal world, we want to get rid of them players, but he shows more passion than Kolo Muani, in my opinion. And I've seen multiple games where he has actually decided to run and try and get. Kolo Muani struggles with that. So he clearly doesn't want to be at Tottenham.
For me, it kind of, I mean, maybe he's doing better than Muani, obviously. But, you know, Madueke at Arsenal, from what I heard, he didn't want to leave Chelsea, right? He wanted to stay. They sold him anyway. And a lot of my Arsenal mates speak about this. Like, he's very lazy when it comes to, like, tracking back. And he just doesn't seem like that same desires. Like, for example, someone like Trossard on the other side. Like, with Muani, there was an instance in the first half when he lost the ball. And he just shook his head. And I'm like, get back to flipping, get the ball back. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's like he didn't really give a shit. Like, I think he's at Spurs mainly because it's a World Cup year. He has to play. Like, I don't think he wants to come to Spurs because, like, he likes the club or he even wants to be in London. I think he's just playing for us because he wants to play to try and get the World Cup squad. And that's about it. So, like, I just don't see the same sort of, like, care. Like you said about Richarlison, when I watch Richarlison, I think Muani's probably got more ability. He's probably better. But Richarlison does better.
He is much better.
Because he cares. That's the difference.
Yeah. You know what? Kolo Muani is a much better player than Richarlison. Let's make that clear when we're saying these statements. However, when it comes down to like passion and actually energy, you know, I will choose Richarlison over Kolo Muani every single day. I'm sorry, and a lot of people will be like, "That's very funny that you say stuff like this," but I'm being dead serious. Is what I've seen. I've seen him not care for Tottenham. And one thing that I really want, and it's quite hard when you're choosing a bunch of rubbish players. And you know what? One other fan told me, you know what? We've got Dane Scarlett there. You know, if none of these strikers are up for it, play the youth. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Because they will show more passion. They will actually run for 90 minutes because their opportunities are limited. This is why Teletubby Tell. Maybe we have to play in strike. As much as a lot of people are saying, yeah, man, he's not that person. Well, look, I didn't want Teletubby Tell. I told you, I personally, I didn't want him, but look at how poor our squad is. Teletubby Tell is probably one of our best attackers right now. And that's saying something. That's saying something, my friend.
I think past 3 games, he's probably been the best.
Exactly. So you see what I'm trying to say? When it comes down to picking players, you know, you have to pick on merit. And you know what? Another player that a lot of fans are going to disagree with me when I say this, but I'm actually all down for it. I see more passion from Ben Davies than most of our players. So you know what? I'll be honest with you. As much as Ben Davies is not the quality that we want, he's performing at a standard that I want to see my club to. And it's not the best standard, but I want to see my club. I want to see my players have that passion, have that spot. And Ben Davies, the games that he has played, he hasn't done nothing wrong. Danso as well. Danso is another footballer that, for me, whenever I've seen him play, he's good aerially. I actually like the balance between Van de Ven and Danso, in my opinion. You know, he needs to get more game time. These players are there, and Frank is not using them, and this is why I blame Frank for so many things, because he actually has the players there. It's not like he doesn't. Our squad is bad, yes, 100%. It can improve, 100%. But there are players that are showing better performances than others. But you choose the same old.
I think the problem we have is, like, for example, with Romero, where I don't think he's been that great this season, if I'm being honest, is that he's the club captain. So when he comes back, he kind of has to play him. Like, I don't know. I don't see how he can't. And I'm with you, when I see Danso, I think he just plays and just does the job, just does what he's asked, like keeps it simple, which I prefer personally. but I think Romero is just, I don't know what's up with him. I know he obviously did that post, but like, I don't know. I just think this season he's been really poor, and he's only really playing because he's the club captain. Like, but like on Davies, yeah, I agree with you totally. By the way, because in the beginning of the second half, yeah, like our players had not got going yet, and I remember Davies was like grabbing the ball and gesturing to the players like, "Come on, come on." And like
Davis, for me,
yeah, like he was actually like
exactly. He needs to be playing a bit more. I'm sorry, as much as a lot of fans will not like this and say his quality is not there, right now his performances are there. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So we can't. We beggars can't be choosers in a weird way. And for me, I've seen the passion from Davis,
especially us. Yeah.
It's true.
Phil, do you want to join? I can put the link in the chat if you want. Just let me know. I don't know if you're busy.
Big up yourself, my bro. Yeah, so that's basically how I saw the game, and I felt like it was the result was what it was, innit? We can't really. What can we do? We can't really do anything about it. We're just not a good side right now. I think the
damage had already been done with a 2-0. Like the damage had been done, and I think by the time we got going, it was kind of like too late. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, obviously, we'll talk about the West Ham game in a bit. I think that's literally like the biggest game of Frank's career, to be honest. But before we talk about the protest in the West Ham game we'll talk about Gallagher. So we signed Gallagher, obviously, the other day. Is it yesterday now? I think it was officially announced.
Yeah.
First of all, what do you think of signing? Before I give my opinion.
Yeah. So like I said yesterday to you, I already know that he's not the profile that we need at Tottenham, right? And I'm not gonna sit here and say like this is the profile that we need. However, our standards are so low that Gallagher is an automatic upgrade, which means it is a good signing. We needed someone like Gallagher. It's sad to say this because a few months ago, and when we were linked to him, I didn't want him.
I remember you're like, nah.
But right now, our squad, our midfield is so poor that Gallagher walks in. We don't have Bentancur, we don't have Basuma. We don't have Papa Sarr. So Gallagher ultimately is a upgrade. As much as a lot of people will dislike it, I have said this is a good signing. It is a good signing for Tottenham right now because this is the standard we are. Where we are and where we want to be is two different realities. Right now, we are a team that is so below the standard that I want to see Tottenham to be. Most of them players. Remember I got asked that question last week. If you had to keep two players, and I said my standard of title contending players is nothing what everybody else thinks about. I will probably keep one player from that whole starting 11, and I'll be so real. Yes, we've got the future embedded, like the Bergvals and all that, but they're not the ready now players. Do you understand where I'm coming from? I'm going based on what we have right now. But going back to Gallagher for me is a good signing, and I've said it. I think I've worded it perfectly. In an ideal world, I would have wanted Ruben Neves, right? Personally, I think Neves would have been a better signing than Gallagher. A better upgrade than Gallagher, in my opinion. However, Gallagher is at Tottenham. One thing I don't like is the price, though. 14 M's. I think
it's 35 million. It's 35 million.
It's still too much, in my opinion.
He's 25 though. Like, I actually think it's a bargain personally. But
you think so?
Yeah. He's English.
You need to understand that you need to understand that Gallagher hasn't played much games this year. You need to understand the player we're getting is not getting into that Atletico Madrid team.
Yeah, because they have apparently have like a generation of youngsters playing with Kone or something in the middle. That's what I heard. Yeah.
So you need to understand he's not getting game time. So it's like my point is this: we're getting people scraps. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Unfortunately, that's what I was saying a few weeks ago. Yeah, we're gonna have to either get players like teams leftovers or scraps over, and try and get like the best of the shittest teams. That's the only way we're gonna build a team or a squad, whatever. But for me, for Gallagher, yeah, I think it's a brilliant signing for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Like obviously, he was a captain at Chelsea, so I think he brings a lot of leadership into the team that we probably need for Bergvall and Grays, and But I do also think it's the end of Sarr. Like I don't see Sarr staying at Spurs now in the summer because we've got Gallagher. I don't think there's any point in having Sarr really. And also like with Gallagher, I think he can play in the 6, the 10, and the 8, and I think that's really useful for us because I guess we have a midfield issues, right?
Yeah. And I think that's another thing that. Sorry to cut you out. I just want to add a little bit to what you were saying. I also, when I was saying Gallagher is a good sign-in, I'm also using that as well. The fact that he is multi-purpose. He can play in the 10. He can play in the 8. He can even play DM, in my opinion. He's got the engine to play DM. You know? So this is my thing. He's a multi-purpose player that I feel Frank will love. If we are going to back Frank, whether it's right to back him or not, right? Whether he should be sacked or not, forget that conversation. It's a good signing. It's actually a brilliant signing when you consider the manager that he's playing under.
100%. And I think with Gallagher, because he came from Chelsea, I think I was watching Spurs Kings. The guy made a point. He'll want to do even better to kind of prove a point that he's not Chelsea sort of thing. Like, because when some players come from clubs used to play for clubs like Chelsea or Arsenal, say before they play for us, like Gallas as an example. Like it's almost like they think the fans are going to be against me because I came from Chelsea or Arsenal or whatever. So we have to prove a point by like being better. And also, it is a World Cup year, so I think Gallagher kind of has to play out his skin to try and get in the team. So I think there's a lot of motivation for him to come in and perform like straight away. And he walks into our midfield like we're going to play Gallagher and Paulinho clearly.
Exactly. So I don't understand why a lot of fans have. I've seen a lot of fans on social media. They're just depressed.
Yeah.
Like depressed with the signing. Like I get it. I get that's not the person that we need. Yeah, 100%. It's not a ball playing midfielder, and we rarely need a ball playing midfielder, right? But where Tottenham is right now, where the ball playing midfielders are going to go, is not to Tottenham. Let's be real.
So we got
no ball playing midfielder. Let's keep it real. No ball player midfielder is going to look at our strike and be like, yeah, man, I can create a lot of chances with these players up top. Think about it. Yeah. When you think about it like that, you can understand why they've gone with Gallagher. And I think also it fits the English quota as well. And we struggle with that.
Yeah, homegrown. We got rid of Johnson, so it fills the quota that he's left.
100%. So it's even... In fact, I say it's a good signing. I think it's a great signing right now. Where we are at right now, right?
I think it's brilliant for us right now.
It's a great signing right now. Where we're at. I just want to make that clear to a lot of these people that are watching me, because Gallagher's not my standard. I'm making that very abundantly clear. You see how
like every single window, because under Ange, Ange really wanted him, and Levy didn't do the deal like 3 or 4 times apparently.
And I'm so glad that Levy didn't do the deal.
8 times apparently. I was reading. Or something like he really wanted Gallagher Ange apparently.
Yeah.
But Levy couldn't do the deal because I think it's when he was at Chelsea. I don't know what to do with like Levy or Chelsea or like both. I don't know. But anyway, so I think it's a great signing, and obviously he's going to start against West Ham, 100%. Yeah. And I think he'll make a thing with him though. Also, is like I said, he's got a lot to prove, which is a good thing because it means I think he'll be a lot motivated when he comes, because he's not been playing like you said. He's got so much motivation to like be so good for us, really. And I think just to have him around the squad, I mean, he may be in the finished, like, what's the word? Once we finish this squad in 2-3 years or 4 years, whatever, he might not be like a starter or not starter every game, but at least I think he brings a lot of like qualities in terms of mentally as well into the team and the squad. I think personally, like I think there's a lot of pluses to him, like not just for the footballing side, but also like the mental, like being a leader and stuff like that. Like he's got a lot of qualities in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should we speak about the protest before we speak about the West Ham game? Anyway.
No, can we speak about the before we go to the protest? Can we speak about the rumored transfers? My boy Adeyemi.
Yeah,
my boy Adeyemi, bro. You know, hey, you've been steaming with me. You've been steaming with me for so long. So long. How many times have I mentioned, yo, Adeyemi's there, man? You know, like I know it's not the final article.
Bro, you're like, no offense, I don't mean it's a bad way. You're like obsessed with Adeyemi. Like whenever I speak to you, you're like, let's go get Adeyemi.
Nah, man.
Like literally,
bro, Adeyemi, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know the problem with Adeyemi is his injuries, and I hear that, yeah. And I know, but I've watched Adeyemi. I personally watched Adeyemi, and I believe he has a lot to offer in this Spurs squad. You know, yes, he has to improve. He's still young. He's fitting this young agenda that we're doing, so not ready made. But look, this is where Tottenham is. We're not going to get ready made. It's sad. It's sad because you know the player that we should have got, Paqueta. I've been saying this, my friend.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to Flamingo.
That's what I read.
Yeah, you see my point. Yeah. If we were smart enough, we would have scooped that brother up. I'd be so real.
But I think I would have got him instead of Xavi, to be honest. But I think now we've got Xavi. I don't know, because we've got Maddison, Kulusevski, like, I don't know.
But they're not here though. That's what I'm trying to say. They're not here. They're not here though. Yeah. We need to. We keep saying, yo, we got bare injuries. We need to get players that are playing on the football pitch. I don't care about yo, bro. We don't even know when Maddison and all of them, man, Kulusevski are gonna come back. Kudos now is gone. You know, so we need to start thinking about players that are going to play on the football pitch. This is what I'm trying to say.
For me, I think someone like Adeyemi, a winger, is probably more important right now because Kudus is out, and then obviously on the left we have a problem anyway. So
it's true.
We need a wide player, man. Like we badly need one.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah. I also be honest with you as well about Adeyemi. There's so much he can improve on. His finishing is not there. Like he still needs to improve in a lot of big up yourself. He needs to improve on a lot of his game, you know. But he's still young. He's 22, my friend. Like he's still like young, like Tell, young like Bergvall, young like me, man. They can grow. You get where I'm coming from.
The difference though with Adeyemi is he's established because he played in the final, didn't he?
He has experience. He has experience. This is what I'm trying to say. You know, so he walks into Tottenham and becomes one of our best wingers. It's sad. This is he does. He definitely does. It's just my biggest concern about Adeyemi is his injuries. His injuries have been nonsense. When I say nonsense,
I know you know
man. Yeah, he's an injury prone player, sadly, and and that's what's gonna break him. You know, like I heard that he's not against all the other wingers, and this is what I'm trying to say, like. Against all the other winger options, I know there's other better options than Adeyemi. But right now, Tottenham's not going to get them better wingers.
You're right, bro. You're 100% right. We ain't going to get.
So we have to start being realistic and bringing in talent that I believe. I've been saying Adeyemi for how long, my friend? How long?
Probably since 2 years.
Bro, put me in the scouting. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I might be hood, didn't it? But you know, I know my. I try my best to know most of my players. You know, bro, put me in the scouting department, bro. You know what is? There's been players I've been speaking about for many years, my bro. Many years. Adeyemi, we should. I think it will be a great chance.
Obviously, we linked with
just.
Akliush, is it Akliush as well?
Akliush, yeah.
I mean, who do you think better? Then? Sorry.
You know what? Can I be honest with you? Look. Ultimately, the reason why I like Adeyemi so much is for the pace. You know.
Yeah, he's got mad pace.
I've always, like hands on heart, fell in love with our football club because of our wingers. You had Lennon, you had Townsend, You know, you had Lucas Moura, bro. I'm even talking about Lucas Moura like he was massive. Did you get where I'm coming from? Them pacey players, them pacey man, Gareth Bale, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we need in Tottenham. We've lost that. We've actually lost that type of spark in our team. 100% we have.
To be fair, like Odobert brings a little bit, but I don't know. I've not seen Adeyemi enough. You watch him way more than I did, so like
yeah.
I've seen him a bit in the Champions League. Obviously, he's mad fast. Like he's got mad pace. But with him, I guess it depends whether he can stay fit and like add productivity to his.
Remember, he is also young as well. Like you know, we need to like. This is what I'm trying to say with them type of players, and it's sad that we're only fishing in the young youth department, but it could be a sign for. And you know what? If the plan is to bring Pochettino in, let me add that to the statement. Yeah, someone like Adeyemi will be perfect for him, man. Perfect for Pochettino.
Yeah, I think
he will cook. He will cook. He will cook, bro. Like I'm telling you, like I think it will be a great signing if we can get this over the line. But see, a lot of fans have turned a blind eye. You know what it is? I think the reality and where we are is a lot of fans have lost the concept. You know, we have to actually be totally sincere and say, look, we are not a top 6 side. We're not even a top 8 side.
Right now, we're
not even a top 8. Yeah, we're not even a top 8 side. We have to be really realistic, you know. Yeah, we was once a top 6 side, and that's not me.
Because he mentioned him. I'm going to talk about Jolis very quickly. Jolis is not a bad option for us as a winger, but he's more of like I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like a hybrid between like Xavi and Odobert sort of type player. If I was compare him to,
I've personally seen a bit of him.
Jolis, but he's extremely skillful and he can play in the 10. I've watched him quite a lot because he's great. Yeah, I do like him, but I just wonder if like
he's not right kind of. Can I be honest with you? Can I be honest with you? I think he's a good talent as well. With what I've seen of him, I haven't watched him as much as you have. Yeah, let me make that very clear. Let me make that very clear. But with what I've seen of him, he's a very skillful and very technical player, right? However, I don't think the Premier League will treat him nicely.
Yeah, I think he needs to beef up really before he. Like, I think he might
100%
have the same issues as Xavi. That's the thing I'm worried about when I've seen him play. No, I don't like him. I just think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. Realistically, the player we should be going for is Ndiaye from Everton.
They ain't gonna get him.
100%, but you can only put the bid in and try bring the player in.
Are they out of AFCON? Sorry, is Ndiaye out of AFCON?
I have no clue, man. I haven't been following AFCON like that. I haven't been following AFCON like that. I
haven't either. Ndiaye.
Yeah.
Let me check. What's his country? Senegal. No. They're still at AFCON. They made the final. He's still at AFCON.
Oh yeah.
The finals this weekend. So he won't be back till. Yeah.
So did Senegal end up winning against Egypt?
Yeah, 1-0.
No way.
Mate, Sar's barely been playing.
He don't get. Yeah, no, he don't get a run on because their midfield is kind of combust. I'll be so real. Sar for me.
I think we need to sell Sar now. Like now we've got Gallagher, especially we need to sell Sar. I don't see us. We can't have Bergvall, Sar, Gray, Tell, Odobert. Like we're gonna need to start cutting the number of youngsters, man.
Cutting the youngsters, or send them to the under 21s so they can beef up,
or loan them out. But Sar, I think we can't do that anymore with Sar because I think he's hit a certain age where you can't have to sell him. Really, I don't know. I don't see how a loan helps us with him because I think is he 23 now? Maybe almost 23.
I think he's 22.
Yeah, but I think isn't he turning 23 this year? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, the year just started, so of course he's turning 23 this year. I'm turning 27 this year. You're turning. Yeah. Did you get where I'm coming from? Of course he's turning 23.
But like, what I'm saying is, like, I think with footballers, like it comes to a certain age where you need to decide, you know, Maybe he'll leave him for one season, but to decide whether, you know, is he going to make it or not, sort of thing. And the problem with Spurs is because we have so many youngsters, it's like, who are going to hinge on? Like, if I was to hinge one of them,
can I be so real? Yeah. Can I be so real? Yeah. No, I'll be so real. I know who. Look, a lot of people are not going to admit this, innit? Yeah, but I'm going to admit this right now. I would rather keep Papa Sarr and sell Archie Gray.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing, but I'm worried Gray's going to stay because they signed for 40 million.
Like, I'll be honest with you, he's not cut out for the Prem yet.
He's not. He needs to loan Gray out for 2 years, really.
I'd rather keep a player that is cut out for the Prem. This is how bad our squad is. But Papa Sarr offers more than Archie Gray right now.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
So,
mate, you won't have anybody to Archie Gray, bro.
Yeah, so for anybody for anybody to say, I would rather see Papa Sarr gone. I think everybody they've lost their head.
They might sell him because Gallagher's a very similar player. That's the only reason. That's the only thing I'm saying.
The person they have to sell, and it has to be. We have to be fair when we're judging based on midfielders.
Yeah,
Archie Gray is bottom of the list, so he has to be the first one that goes, in my opinion.
I heard they might loan him out, but I don't know about selling him.
If it's a loan, yeah, cool.
Unfortunately, there's 40 million on him. They don't want to lose their money. Yeah. And I agree with you. I don't rate him. I don't see anything special with Gray so far.
You know. Can I be honest with you? I do. Look, I don't see. Okay, let me word this correctly. I don't see anything special. Like I don't see a lot of special things about Tel for me, in my opinion.
Yeah, like he's all right.
He needs to develop. No. He needs to develop in so many ways, in so many factors, so many ways. Yeah. So even me, I don't see a lot. I don't see anything special about Tel, right? But what I have to say is Archie Gray is below the quality.
Oh, 100%.
You know? He's not. For me, Archie Gray can become in the future. You know what? What I like about Archie Gray, he's very versatile. Like he was playing right back. You know, he can play centre back. He can fill it. I think having a player that can actually play in multiple positions can be very useful for Tottenham. That's another thing that we have to also consider.
100%.
With all the injuries that we have as well, you need to also consider that as well. I think, you know what? The conversation is, there's more layers to this conversation. It's not if Archie Gray is good or bad. It's the fact of how poor Tottenham is right now. You know?
And it's really, for a rebuild, in my opinion, you keep the best of what you got and then you loan out maybe the younger players and then you add better players, hopefully. But it's going to take time, unfortunately. It's going to take time, unfortunately. You know, I don't see us finishing the squad in 2 years, to be honest with you. I think, especially if Poch comes in, it's going to change again, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, he'll sell some players and keep some. You know what I mean?
I think he could turn. I think he could turn not Bentancur, Bergvall into Dele Alli.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think with Bergvall, I still don't know like what he's supposed to be, but if anyone's going to get the best out of him, probably someone like Pochettino, to be honest.
I'm versatile. I can cut the grass, wash up the DIY. That doesn't mean I'm any good at. It's true. Look. This is why ultimately I'm saying we have to cut. We have to cut Archie Gray, in my opinion. He's the worst of all of our midfield. And a lot of people say, but Papa Sarr, we need to sell Papa Sarr. I hear it. I hear where you're coming from, right? Because we've got Conor Gallagher. But for me personally, there's only one candidate that should go from this Tottenham squad, as how we are so bad right now. And it has to be Archie Gray. Or he has to get loaned out.
He's the worst one in the midfield. I agree with you totally, by the way. You know, won't have me disputing that. I'm just saying how the club might do it. That's why I suggested Sarr. Like, they might sell Sarr. I don't know. Because of Gallagher. I'm not saying they should. I'm just telling you how I think they will deal with it. But anyways. Like, do you know what I mean? I agree with you that Gray should be the one to go. But I think they'll sell Sarr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So let's talk about Perez. and then about the West Ham game at the end, because so obviously we are going to meet at the protest. I guess we're going to have the same conversation we had the other night. So why are you going to the protest,
bro? You know what? No, in fact, because I interviewed you. Yeah, cool. Yeah, like I said on my other video, if you haven't actually checked out our video, you go click on that video. That was a great video. The reason why I'm protesting is for these owners to go. ENIC hasn't done enough for 25 years. You know, he's only won 2 trophies. Like, I was even trying to include the Audi Cup in our last video as a trophy. This is how poor our owners have been. We need ENIC gone. You know, for change. I've seen enough. A lot of people say, give him after the window. Man, come on, let's look at how poor Tottenham is right now. There's 3 worse teams than Tottenham right now. Next year, we could be part of that worse team. So this is why we need to be very, very careful of how we approach this situation. In my opinion, the only possibility and only outcome for Tottenham to thrive in the future is for these owners to go. In my opinion, they look. You might think Conor Gallagher shows ambition. I disagree with that, because where we should be is not right now. 2 years ago, you would have said no to Conor Gallagher. Why are you saying yes to Conor Gallagher now? Because the standards have dropped. Do you see my point? So even myself, I'm even going on to the levels of saying, yo, like, Papa Sarr is good enough for the squad right now. You see my point? You see how low we have dropped. So for me personally, ENIC has to go. In order for Tottenham to thrive, in order for Tottenham to truly get better. Because what's the saying? You can carry on doing the same things, but the same outcome ends up happening.
Yeah, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah.
It is. It's facts. And we have seen it. Look at how shambolic our club is right now. Not just on the pitch, off the pitch. Director of the football leaving. Players, even players on socials saying, yo, you have been lying to us. Factually, ENIC as a collective has to go. Collective. We need new owners with better ambitions. For Tottenham. The club I love, I need better. I expect better. I want better. Remember, I'm a young fan. The only trophy I can recall in my memories was last year. That just shows how bad we are.
You were how bad we are. But like, you weren't really old enough to remember, I guess.
I wasn't there. You see my point? I wasn't there because I was too young. But that just shows how bad it is. Because if I'm holding on to a Europa League as one of my favorite memories, when we finished 17th, 22 losses, and I'm saying that's one of my favorite memories and my biggest memories, ENIC has to go. ENIC has to go. When Pochettino was at Tottenham, he should never have been sacked.
That's probably why they're going to bring him back.
18 months. For 18 months, he should have been backed. How close was we to the league? How close was we to the Champions League? Look at how far we have dropped.
Yeah.
So ENIC has to go. Simple.
For me, my biggest issue is the fact that, because you don't remember this as much as well as I do, but ENIC is essentially taking us to the same position they took us over, right? We've gone back 20 years or 21 years, whatever. And the only difference is they're making more money because they got the big stadium, biggest club shop, bigger, the Skywalk, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and all that other shit. So they're basically using us to make money, really. Let's be real.
Of course.
But that's the only reason. That's taking us back 21 years.
That's not true ambition. They don't care about us. They don't care about you. You're a season ticket holder. You should want more.
Yeah, I do want more. But like for me, it's like the transfer policy is the biggest issue. Like, that's what we need to fix straight away. I think like we need to see more. I know you don't rate Conor Gallagher, but more players of that profile, obviously better. But like that age, that profile, you know, we need to see more of those really for stuff, and that's what we need to change initially. I think.
Let me mention something. But 2 years ago, you wouldn't be saying Conor Gallagher because the standards was higher. Look at the midfield we had under Pochettino. Look at even bro, Wanyama would walk into this fucking midfield.
Wanyama was sick.
I'm even saying, you know what? I'm even going to say the S guy. He would walk into this midfield.
Who?
Someone beginning with S. I don't even want to say his name.
Oh, please. No. Okay. I know.
But he would walk into this midfield.
Yeah, I know.
He would walk into this midfield. Are we agreeing that he would walk into this midfield?
The way the midfield is, yeah, probably.
Exactly. Yeah. So that means we have to get these owners out. Standard. If you're saying that, I don't even want to say his name. I don't want to say his name.
I know who you're talking about. I'm not going to say his name, but I know who you're talking about. Because you know when we signed him, TJ, you didn't know me. Yeah. Obviously, this is years ago. Yeah. You know, I had like a meltdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the money we paid.
I had a meltdown.
Mate,
I had a meltdown as well. I had a meltdown as well.
I was screaming at the TV. My dad's like, calm down. What's wrong?
Bro, listen, I had a meltdown as well. I honestly had a meltdown as well.
No, not Stambouli. I know. Think of who Poch signed on the final day. That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
He would walk into this midfield. It's sad that I'm saying this right now, but
no.
No. You're thinking too. You're thinking too late. You're thinking too early. Like when I say too late, I mean too early.
Like when Poch was here,
there's only one player. There's only one player, man.
Janssen, you know. Come on, guys. You know who I'm talking about. No. Not Sessegnon, man. It's a midfielder, man. Who do you think? How are they not getting it? Anyway.
Yeah, but even Sessegnon was absolutely poor as well. Let's make it clear. He was dead.
He was dead, man.
He was dead. Yeah, he was dead.
I didn't even want him.
He was injury prone. He was injury prone.
Yeah.
He was made out of cheese strings, bro. That's what you call injury prone.
But bro, at Fulham, like one of my mates is a Fulham fan, yeah. He told me that Sessegnon as a wing was really good. What dispersed him? We signed him, we played him a flipping left back. Like, I don't get it.
Let's give these guys clues. He used to play for Newcastle.
He was French. Yeah, he's French.
Oh yeah, French. Yeah, French.
Yeah.
That's even better.
French international. He played in the Euros, didn't he? Or the World Cup. Before we signed him.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
I mean,
I had a melt.
Almost, Yeah. Come on, you know it. You're so close, David. Anyway, but like, bro, like honestly, man, I had a meltdown. My dad was like, "Why are you so angry?" I was like, I can't believe that I spent that much money on him. I still can't believe it.
So
we overpaid so much for him, man.
When I'm actually saying, that this Tottenham team is so flipping bad.
So
even that brother can walk into my club.
Yeah.
And I will be happy that he's here. That's what I'm trying to say. Look how bad is.
He's still playing football. He plays at Watford. You know that, right?
Look how bad that this club has dropped. ENIC has to go. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hear where you're coming from and saying, Conor Gallagher is showing ambition in a way. Like I said, it's a good signing. I've made it clear. Yeah, I said it's a good signing for where we are. But that's not the standard of Tottenham that I know.
Yeah. Problem is, TJ, you can't. I'm agreeing with you and disagreeing at the same time. Like, you can't jump from like 17th to 1st. So, unfortunately, we have to go through 2-3 years of buying players which are this level.
Of course not. But who made us 17th? Who made us 17th? Who actually brought this down to us? The owners. It's only the owners. the owners, look, it's so bad that we're doing a full circle because a lot of fans want Poch back. Clearly, Poch should never have been sacked.
I'll take Poch back.
That's what I'm trying to say. Poch should never have been sacked.
They sacked Frank. I'll probably take Poch back. And you remember me a few years ago, I was like, nah, I don't want him back. But right now, I think he's the only manager I don't know.
That might work.
Yeah. Because the problem is our fans, right? I'd personally, TJ, I'd want Glasner. My issue with Glasner, though, is our fans are so intent on like attacking football. I just think they'll just turn on Glasner. Like they turned on Conte.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to go down that route. I kind of want to skip all the beefs in the group chats for like 2 years.
Yeah. Now the question I'm going to ask you now: why are you going to the protest? Obviously, you heard my little rant. Yeah. Why are you actually protesting? What is your main cause? Because I've made my cause very clear.
Yeah, for me,
in fact, let me wait before you go on. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Before you go on, I forgot to add something. When we were getting out Levy, what was I saying as well? ENIC out.
Yeah.
When these men were talking about Kulusevski's song, I was saying, instead of saying Kulusevski, say ENIC out.
Yeah. Mate, that Kulusevski song, man, I don't want to talk about that. I thought it was so bad.
Now,
like, remember
you carry on.
Just like, what the hell? But like, for me, I want to see change in like, obviously, because for me, I think of things like short term and long term. I think short term, it looks like to me right now the owners ain't going to go. So at best, for the near future, they need to change the transfer policies and not just buy kids. Like we've got enough Greys, Bergvals now, and Odeberts, Teddy Tug. We've got enough of them. Yeah, go out and sign players of the standard, of the profile and the age of like Gallagher. Yeah, that's what I want to see more of. That's the change I want to see personally. But long term, do I have faith the owners are going to be like when we get to say we get Poch back? I'm talking hypothetically speaking, yeah, and we get to back where we were under Poch in 2-3 years. Yeah, do I think the owners will push out the boat to buy like a Declan Rice type player? I don't think so. I don't think so. I love them to prove me wrong, but I just don't think so. So we might get so far with him, but I don't know if we're going to make the last step. So for me, that's why ENIC has to go really, because they've proven in 25 years they're not willing to do that step.
And you know what it will say if we end up bringing back Pochettino back, it will make them look like donuts.
Yeah,
think about it. But it will make them look like donuts.
But our fans and people forget quickly. Yeah, they'll unfortunately bring back Poch is great. I mean, as in like I think he's the one manager that will probably bring our fan base together, but it's also negative in the sense that, I hate to say it this way, it probably buys ENIC another 2 or 3 years because they're like, oh, they brought back Poch.
It does. It will. Yeah, that's factual. It's factual, but this is why I want the owners gone, regardless of even if they bring back Poch. I'm sorry, they have done too many mistakes for me to trust them ever again. It's like, let me tell you this.
I'm not saying you'll be like that. I'm just saying
but the fans have to look at it like this. No, the fans have to look at it like this. If your ex if your wife was cheating on you, yeah,
would you take her back? No. Anyway, sorry.
I know there's a few men then that are love struck. I'm talking about, but not me, my friend. If I catch anything like that, I'll be honest with you.
You're gone.
Bro. I'll be honest with you. HMRP, man, we'd be doing this from prison cell. You're gonna be like, yo, TJ, why you connecting bad? Bro, I'm in the slammer, bro. I'm in the slammer. You're gonna be like, bro.
As soon as I find out, I'm getting her shit, putting it in the suitcase and leaving it outside my flat. I'll be like, yeah, go.
Yeah, no, but you're on the civil thing, innit? Bro, I'm a hood man, bro. That could never happen to me, bro.
I'm blocking the number, and I'll be like, don't talk to me or my family ever again. Yeah.
I have to thump up the guy, though. I would have to thump up the guy. I've seen like, like man them, yeah, catching their wife cheating and they're like sleeping together, bro.
Yeah.
Some of them, man, I don't know how they're holding their cool, innit? Me, bro, you're getting punched up. Punched up. Yeah, man, I'm knocking your brother out, and I'm gonna look at you and be like, yeah, that's the pussy you're trying to chat. You're trying to cheat with me too. Like, come on, like that. It don't run like that for me, man. I'm not gonna lie to you because I swear down, I that could never happen to me. God forbid it ever happens. I don't know how I would react. I promise you probably see me in HMRP, bro.
You get married in like 3 years, and I get a call from you like 6 months later. My wife's cheating, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Let me tell you this, innit? Yeah, probably. Like, I think that's my biggest fear. You know one of them things that you fear. I don't know, man. Maybe I overdeep it.
I'm with you on that. I'm not gonna lie. That, and then she'll take half of shit. To be honest, David's right. I hate to say. Unfortunately, that's the law, bro. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to talk
but
about
bro,
that.
Listen, if that ever happened to me, yeah, our streams are gonna be from HMRP, bro. Literally. You're gonna probably see me.
Bro, you joke about it. You know, one of my mates I used to work with, yeah. He's a prison officer. So get
man. Bro, listen, like, you can hook me up, man. Listen, bro, you could hook me up, innit? I could be smuggling the contraband, bro. Like, honestly, you know, can I tell you this, innit? Obviously, I'm from the hood. A couple of my boys are in prison right now, innit? Yeah. This is just something personal. Yeah.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, innit? The way, like, you see, like tobacco, for example, and belief, innit? You know how much that's going in prison right now? Like, actual going, like, bro, 200 pounds, 200 pounds straight, 2 bills straight, literally for like, can I tell you, my boy actually tells me there's some man them that get rich in prison.
You get less for murder.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
That's man. That's mate.
Sorry, say that again.
He goes, you get less for murder. Anyway.
Yeah.
But bro, like, I don't know how guys take these girls back when they cheat and shit, man. Even like emotionally, bro, listen to everything. They're texting their ex. Mate, it's bad.
You know what it is, yeah? Can I be honest with you? I think because I'm gonna speak because, like, based on myself, and I think you're the same. Because me and you will never think to cheat. I don't believe you are a cheater. I don't think that. Like, I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, because you're really humble. Yeah. Even myself, bro. If ever I want to get out of a relationship, I'm man enough to end it. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
You like me?
Yeah.
Like,
I will never go to cheating as a result. You know how that's betrayal of the biggest trust. Biggest trust. So I'm big with respect and trust, man. I can't lie to you. It's like my 5 pillars. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what it is, isn't it? It's like my 5 pillars.
Morals.
Yeah, my 5 pillars. Respect, trust is one of the major pillars of my life, bro. You cheating? I can't lie to you. HMRP, you're gonna hear me, bro. Like I said down. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it now. Maybe because I'm just young and just active in it. You know what I'm talking about? But bro, I don't know, man. I got, God forbid that ever happens to me, personally. It's my biggest fear. I'll tell you straight. That's my biggest fear.
Bro, I'm the same. So, like, trust issues, isn't it? Let's just put it that way.
Trust issues, bro.
Yeah. Not with you.
Stuff,
anyway.
Nah, deep stuff, cuz I know what you're talking about, bro. Listen, man, we're man, bro. You're man, then, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, maybe.
What's worse?
You know what has, bro? Yeah, you're a man, then.
Therapy as well. You come in for therapy, bro.
You come in for therapy, bro. Listen, that's how it goes, bro. Like, this channel is not just Spurs, man. This is life lessons. Listen, you got the perfect world. You got someone from the hood, like me, bro. I see mad stuff in it. You got someone in a good enough area, because I call your area a rich area, because I come from the slums, innit? I'll be so real with it,
I know you come from.
So You've got a perfect balance. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, mate, it's the same everywhere. It's not just, bro. Don't make mate, there's a hood on flipping hood area. It's still the same shit, man. Yeah, they're still the same.
Same shit, man. It affects everybody the same way, man. You know what, as well, yeah. And you know what, I can be honest with you. These things are really important for our morals, because we would never think to cheat, especially if we're in a serious relationship and it's a wife or something like that you love. It's deep, innit? Love is more passionate than just liking someone. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, because for me, I'm with you, because like, for example, some people you can like, or some girl you can like, and you might just be like, oh, I like her, like I like chocolate, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like eat chocolate. But would I eat that every day? Probably not a good idea. But like some things when it's deeper, it's different, isn't it? So, like, you know what I mean, right? It's difference, isn't it?
I heard that, my bro.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that, my bro.
Before I gave some people some like therapy. I hope you guys are going well in your relationships. but let's talk about the West Ham game briefly before ending the stream. Obviously, I think this game, TJ, I might surprise you. Yeah, if we lose this game, I'm Frank out.
Okay.
I'm just being real. Yeah, if we lose this game, I think I'm Frank out, because like
this is the biggest game of his career.
Yeah, I think this.
You know what? If we lose this game, I'd be so real. I agree with you. I think we are one of the teams that could be going down.
I can't defend him, bro.
Yeah, I think if we lose against West Ham, I think we're going to be one of the teams that could possibly go down. I'd be so real.
That's why we have to get rid of him, I think, because if we lose this game, I think we're cooked. But anyway, what are you saying? Sorry, man.
No, you know what? Yeah, I agree with you, my bro. Like, this game is so important for Frank, because we have not pulled any. Look, we're how many points away from the bottom three? Can you just look that up for me? Look that up for me, innit? But for me, Frank needs to win this game. It has to be a win. I believe he can win. And can I be honest with you? The only reason why I'm not Frank in or Frank out, I'll be so honest with you, bro. I never wanted Frank in the first place, but not just that. No, I have to mention it. I know you know this, but I have to mention it to the people that watch, because they might take everything out of context. For me, I've never wanted Frank at Tottenham. I wanted Glasner. I wanted all these other managers, but Frank. For me, sacking him now, or it would cause more drama to this dressing room. You know?
You're right. You're actually
right. And for me, if the plan is to bring back Poch, what was the point of sacking Ange? You see my point? We could have just given him the season.
Yeah.
This was my main point when I was saying we might as well just keep Ange.
Yeah, and if you want to know, Tottenham are on 27 points, Forest in 17th are on 21, and then it goes. West Ham will be on 14, Burnley on 13, and obviously Wolves are on 7. So technically speaking, if we lure to lose, we'll be 10 points away from the drop. But still, like,
it's still. And you know what? And if we lose against West Ham, our next fixtures are even harder than West Ham. So
yeah. Mark, we're going. We'll be there.
Yeah, man, we're going, man. What, are you going as well? It would be good to see. Oh, bro, that's good, man. You know what? Yeah, if Mark is going, you know what? We might. Oh, what has when you finish the game, because I'm not doing anything on Saturday.
Yeah.
When you finish the game, obviously I'm working in the morning, But when you finish the game, if you want to come, like, obviously, if you want to come down for drinks or whatever, you can. Because if Mark is there, I'd rather spend a bit time. If you've got time, though.
If he's staying after the protest, I guess we'll see about the protest. We'll discuss it then, I guess. Right?
Yeah, or Mark. If anything, if you're coming to the protest, come around 12, so we can see you before then, or like, you know what I'm saying? Because if it's like, if it gets too late, you know, and if we lose as well, I can't lie to you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about Spurs. I'll be so real. I don't want to be around Spurs fans. You know, someone will say something
if we lose, I'm going straight home, bro. I'm getting straight on that shuttle bus home. I'm not,
like, let me tell you, if someone said, like, if we lose against West Ham, if someone says something that doesn't align with my opinion, I don't know if I can hold myself back. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
You've got ape shit, I think.
I will, 100%. I will, because I never wanted Frank. You see my point. Also, you see what
fans, you see. Know, they're gonna have to segregate them when they come out in it. So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll be there early.
Anyway. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Full perfect, innit, Mark? We'll definitely see you, man. I can't lie to you. Oh yeah, Mark, I've been releasing more content as well, by the way. So if you want to come on my channel, feel free, man. I haven't spoke to you about football in a long while, man.
Yeah, they're back. Mark Show. Please subscribe to them.
They're go subscribe to them.
I think it started.
Yeah. I'm saying it on my channel because I'm streaming on my channel. Yeah. If anybody's watching, hit that link in it. The two Mark shows, two great guys. Honestly, their takes are brilliant. You know, so I learned from them so much because look, I'm one of the younger fans. You know, so any information that they tell me about the past, man, honestly, I wish I was even born them times. You know, because it clearly was better than what it was right now.
They see more trophies than us.
Exactly. Bro, and it seems like back then it was much more better, and we were at least we were a cup team. We were trying to do things, you know. Now look at where we are.
Tells me all the time about how we used to be like back in the day. Like he's been going since the 70s, so
yeah.
Spurs for West Ham 2. Okay. Let's get a score prediction before we end the stream. What do you think the score's going to be then?
Wait, hold on, Hans. You haven't spoke about the West Ham game before you end it.
Oh yeah. For me, like I said, it's like a must-win for Frank. I think we're probably going to scrape it 2-1. That's what I think. I don't think it's going to be an easy game because West Ham, regardless of where they are in the league and how the season's going, you know they always perform against us. Like suddenly turn to flipping Barcelona, like back in the day.
It's going to be a tight game.
It difficult for us. I think they're going to try and play a low block because they know we don't play a lot of through balls. We can't really break them down. I think Gallagher's definitely going to start 100%. I read just now he's in contention. So yeah, like I think it's going to be a really tough game. I think we'll win, but like it might be from like a penalty or like just a one late goal or something. Like, I'm quite worried. Like, I don't think it's gonna be an easy game. They always turn up against us. Man.
See now. Look, for me, I know it's gonna be a difficult game, but this is the thing in it. If we play like how we played in the second half of Aston Villa, you know, in terms of it's still not the best it can be, but it's better than what we've been watching for flipping long time.
A long time.
You know, so for me, if we can play like that against West Ham, I think we can win, you know? It's just if we start off like how we started off at the first half. See, it's like in fact, that's the perfect game to actually go back to for all our reactions. Because that's how Tottenham's been, you know? If we play like how we started against Aston Villa, we will lose. Because it's a difficult tie to play against. West Ham is never an easy game.
If they get an early goal,
I think it's game over. If they get early goal, I think it's game over. Personally, I don't think we have.
They'll sit back.
Yeah, I don't think we have the confidence. See, sadly, we're lacking a lot of confidence. Even the players are saying it. You know. Yeah. If we go 1-0 down to West Ham, it will be a difficult task to try and equalize, in my opinion. Free,
right.
Spurs free. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so as well, man.
As long as we win the game.
As long as we win the game, man. You know, at this point, I don't care. I just want to win. You know, I want to see Frank win.
Oh, we have to win that
because
game.
You know what? Did you see the news? Did you see with the news? We've got a new director of football.
Yeah, who is
that has just come in. I can't remember his name. It was released on the Spurs page. The Spurs, the
really?
Tottenham official. Yeah, I know a bit about him. Basically, he's come from the City Group. He was the one that handled all the the financing of the players. A bit where I read, he's going to be in charge of basically quite a lot of things. In fact, I can't go off the screen because if I go off the screen, it's gonna.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, because basically I'm releasing a video talking about the what is it called? So I've got like notes that I'm going through, you know. Yeah. So it's like he was one of the main reasons why the financing at Man City has been the way it is, or something like that, or some on the lines of he's been involved in good signings. You know, the players he's brought in seems like, look, Man City is Man City. You know what I'm talking about? They don't hit a mark.
Yeah.
So if we're getting if we're getting someone from the City Group, it can only improve us. I can only see it as a positive. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it, but that's my opinion, right? But we also signed a second coach. You know, what do you call it? Assistant coach as well. Did you see?
So do you think we're gonna be backing Frank?
So Frank, it looks like we're backing Frank because we've got a assistant coach. He's just signed literally about 6-7 hours ago now. The news broke on Twitter.
We must be keeping him, man. Johnny
Hettinger. Johnny Hettinger. Yeah.
I didn't know about this. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't know. I was at work today and I was not really looking at it.
Yeah. A bit about him that I've read. Look, this is only me reading. I think it's the same brother from that was from Bayern Munich. BVB. What's that team? BVB. What's that team? Dortmund. Yeah. Sorry. I lost my head, didn't it? He was from Dortmund. Yeah, he was from Dortmund or something like that. That's what I've read, innit? Whether the information I'm reading is right, but I don't know too much about him personally, innit? But apparently, he's our assistant coach. He's our assistant coach on the.
He just loves it.
Yeah, he's a assistant coach on the, what is it called? Frank. And yeah, he's right. Yeah. Kudos used to play under him.
Well, that's good. That's good. Maybe we'll get some Ajax players.
Yeah. I think. I'm not. I can't even. I think. If it was Ajax or Dortmund, I can't even remember what I read, man. It's been so long ago, man.
Yeah. He's Ajax, isn't it?
Ajax, yeah.
I actually remember.
Yeah, I got it wrong.
Quite vaguely.
No. I got it wrong. Sorry.
He played at Everton. Mark's right, because I remember him vaguely at Everton. He wasn't a great defender, actually, from what I remember. Like, not the best. He was all right. But as a coach, he might be a lot better. Like, I don't know him, so I can go by what I've been reading.
Personally, can I be honest with you? I'm still doing my research. Like I said, I'm going to be releasing a video later on where I can get my facts straight. Innit? Look, I've just come back from work. It's all been a mess, innit? You know. So I haven't done my research. Usually I'm top notch.
Food, bro. I've not had any food.
Yeah. But I think the director of football is. I know more about him because I started doing my research about him. I think that's a good move for Tottenham, in my opinion.
We need.
You know why? Because even Paratici, he was too focused in the Italian league, and I think that hindered us a little bit as well.
Because it focused on the same kind of profile.
That's hindered us. That's hindered us in a lot of ways as well. Yes, he has the connections. Without him, we wouldn't have Kulusevski. We wouldn't have had Bentancur. You know, all of these.
Yeah.
all these players that have, whether we rate Bentancur, we don't, or all these players, they have been in a way a successful signing, if you would like to say, because Udogie, yeah, indeed,
not the best, but somewhat successful.
But yeah, indeed, yeah. So for me, I think it's a good look. Maybe I'm punching at straws, but I think it's a good move for Tottenham.
Yeah. No, you're right, man. I think it's a good move for us.
Mm.
Cool. Anything else you want to say?
Nah, man. I can't lie to you. I need to sleep. Need to order some food, and you know what I'm talking about, man.
Bro.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, guys. We'll see you if you're going on Saturday. And come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.